Dr. Julia Carroll is back from Compass Dermatology. Good morning.
Morning.
So we're talking about, first of all, you know you're preaching to the choir when you're talking all this stuff with me. I love it. But now men are getting in on it more often.
It's becoming a huge trend. So we're seeing that men are taking about 10% of the market right now, and in terms of cosmetic procedures. And if you look at 1997 to now, it's a rise of 273%. So it's huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible. So they are getting procedures done. And I should mention before the break, I said we're going to have twins and we're going to see what difference you can tell from some of the procedures. And so we will be looking at that in just a minute. But first, some of the skincare products that men are gravitating towards?
Yeah, so we're looking at, I always like to do a morning and a nighttime routine. I think with guys, you really want to keep it simple because if you throw a lot of complicated things at them, they're not going to do it. However, with my guy patients, I find that once I get them on a routine, they're set and they're in. So I always like to start with a product that's going to help with sun damage to prevent it, to reverse a little bit, brighten up the skin. So this product is called SkinCeuticals Floritin. And it is available in high-end spas and dermatology offices, and it reverses sun damage.
I've always been a big fan of that line.
Yeah, they're great.
You know, there's so many out there, and there's so many promises that tends to always live up to whatever they promise.
Science-based, results-based, fabulous.
Yeah.
And then I always like to do a sunscreen. So this is going to again prevent skin cancer and sun damage and aging. So this one is called CeraVe AM, relatively new to Canada. And again, for a guy, I like something that is moisturizer plus sunscreen all built in.
Yeah, simple, probably not a big scent to it or anything
like that. No, very light on the skin and doesn't create acne or anything like that. Okay. Nighttime, you've got to wash your face. Guys love gadgets, the Clarisonic. I know you're a big fan already.
Got it, love it.
Yeah, that one's fabulous. And then we want to do a little exfoliating. So I've shown here Reversa, which has a glycolic acid in it. It's going to do improve a little bit of age spots, brown spots, and just freshen up the skin a little bit.
Now, if you want to take that to the next level as far as freshening it up and getting rid of the age spots, you've got to go to a laser treatment, right?
Exactly. So we're going to look at some before and afters of lasers. One of the things that men don't like is redness on the face and sun damage. So we've got one image of a man who's before and afters who's got sun damage and some redness.
I think we have that.
I think
or maybe we do not.
Maybe we don't have it.
It's what you're talking about or looking for. Oh, there he is.
Okay. So he's had something done called broadband light. Quick procedure. You do it over lunch. He can go back to work, and he looks younger. Someone's not looking at him saying, what are the red blotches on your face?
Is this a photofacial essentially?
Photofacial is another name for it. So we do next generation procedure called broadband light, but it is in that same category.
Okay, and that would be after how many treatments?
This guy's had 2 treatments, I believe.
That's it?
Yeah. And then, And then the other thing is age spots and fine lines, can make a gentleman look a little bit older. Mm-hmm. And so the next photo we have is of that.
Because guys do, I think, get to age more gracefully than women, and so they're not judged as much. But those age spots and things like that, there you go.
Yeah. So he just, light is bouncing off his face. He looks a little fresher. But I think that's changing with guys too. I think we're seeing that they do want to look a little bit younger, and there's studies out that have shown that guys who are younger and more attractive actually make more money.
You can do stuff. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Not fair, but interesting. Acne scars can be treated?
Acne scars. So we've come a long way with treating acne, and we're great at treating acne scars now. So I use something called profractional laser, and I couple it with a micro laser peel.
Oh, wow. That's
this is amazing.
Huge difference.
This is 2 treatments.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and he's done very, very well.
And these prices range, can you even say,
it's probably $1,000 a treatment, and but this is a lifelong scar he's been carrying, and
well, that's it. It's not cheap, but to people have a lot of sensitivities around those things, and to be able to get rid of it permanently,
it's a reminder of the teenage years. It's pock marks. There's a lot around that.
Yeah, and rosacea is something that people deal with.
Rosacea, and people have broken blood vessels on the face, and they have redness, and there's a myth around that they're drinkers. And that's not great for the workplace either. So this is a laser procedure called, again, broadband light. We might have mixed in another laser called an ND-YAG. The laser doesn't matter. You get to the professional, and this is the kind of results that you can achieve.
That's really incredible. That's something else. Should we bring in our models?
Yeah.
All right, fellas, come on in. Now, wait, I don't know who's who. Can I look here for a sec? Hi, guys.
So we have Andrew and Adam. They're both in the sales field, and they're varsity football players back in the day. They've had a lot of sun exposure, and we're starting to see some etched-in lines in their face. So can you tell who's had
totally,
the Botox?
1,000,000% can, but in a good way, only because, A, I'm looking for it. So you've had it. Yeah, because you've got a much smoother forehead. The lines aren't showing up as much. They still look just fine and great. But
Nice of you to say.
we can show some of the movement. So I'll get you guys both to raise up your foreheads for me. And we can see that Andrew's not doing it hardly at all, and Adam's still able to do that. And then the 11s is the frown in between the eyes. And it can make you look angry, hard when you're trying to close that last deal into Porter.
Yeah. Did you find it weird at all? I full disclosure, I have tried Botox once or twice or more. And when that first happens and you can't scrunch, did you find that a weird sensation?
There's a bit of a transition, but I find after a few days it's just customary to...
Yeah, you just get over it.
Totally.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Turning 29, so really dreading the 30 spot. So trying to do all I can to be preventative at this point.
Yeah.
And that's what it would be at this point.
It's preventative. I think 29 is actually quite young, but the opportunity with twin boys came along, or twin guys, sorry. Now you look like a boy. And so I pushed my rules a little bit on that.
And would you try it?
Absolutely.
Really? After seeing the effects it had on your brother?
Of course.
Very interesting. Would you tell your buddies?
Well, they're going to know now.
Well, you're going to know now, exactly right. But, typically would this be something, because you don't have to, you would never know.
Absolutely, yeah. I probably, maybe once, probably not.
Yeah, because girls, or maybe it's just this girl, but, we all will ask in, but we're in our 40s, so we're all like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But it's becoming almost like a bragging right, and I think I'm seeing that in the younger guys as well, where you're looking at like Simon Cowell has it done and Gordon Ramsay, and so people are really interested in that celeb factor. And then I also have my 40-year-old women patients who are, like I had a woman the other day who bought a gift certificate for her husband. She's like, I just want him to try it once because I'm so tired of that line.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the Botox, like you said. It can be the lasers and all sorts of things.
We have lots of tricks up our sleeve.
If people feel like that's invasive. Well, thank you so much, guys.
My pleasure.
Appreciate you both coming in and doing that for us. Dr. Julia Carroll from Compass Dermatology. Great to see you again. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back.